nursing home or home care. And elder care emphasizes the needs and the social and personal needs of older people who need a little help with daily activities and healthcare, but who want to age with dignity. The work is divided in the most equal way possible. First, each draft about 10 questions. Then, among all of us, we decided which questions were most suitable for the job. And finally, each of us will explain 4 questions and their respective answers, except of me, who will be giving the introduction and the conclusion of the whole work. Finally, we hope you will have a good time. And now I give way to Maria and her personal introduction.
Hi. Hello to everyone. I interview my mother. She takes care of my grandparents, who are about 80 years old each one. Before we continue, I would like to point out that she and my grandparents live at a distance of more than 60 kilometers, which makes the care more complicated. My grandmother suffers from the typical diseases of her age, such as osteoarthritis, which is a genetic disease that affects the joints and makes it impossible for her to do the daily actions such as peeling potatoes or opening jars. Also, about 3 years ago, she had a heart surgery. She had a valve that didn't work properly, and after reaching the hospital, she was finally operated, and currently she is well. Finally, her many other discomforts, there is also her leg. She was operated twice to have a prosthetic device put on her, but even so, she still has a lot of problems, which may make her unable to stand when she goes to the church, for example. As for my grandfather, he doesn't present diseases as specific as my grandmother, all issues of his age, such as difficulty to carry out activities such as planting crops or taking care of them due to old age or high blood pressure.
In my case, I interviewed my aunt, my mother's sister. Her name is Carmen, and I thought it would be interesting to interview her because she works as a cleaner at the San Inés Hospital in the García Lorenzo, and I knew that she could answer the questions about the early in a more comprehensive way. Sometimes she has to fill the rooms or is told about their care by nurses. She has commented that there are some old people who are unfriendly and who ask her to live in bad ways. But there are others who are adorable, and she is very sentimental and has tried with the beautiful things that she says to them. A beautiful anecdote that happened to her while she was cleaning was when a man asked her name and he put his hand on his chest. Since he couldn't speak very well. At first she thought it was his wife's name or a doctor. but he said it was not commended, that he was a sailor, and his patron is the Virgin of Carmen, which in my aunt's name, who has been given to her by her father, also a sailor.
Hello, I have interviewed my mother who took care of my grandmother from Brazil. She had to undergo surgery in 2014 because of her problems. She had a bypass foot. Later, she had very serious problems with diabetes, so she had to undergo a treatment that basically consisted of injecting insulin at night, apart from several pills. When coronavirus arrived, my mom went to Brazil to take care of her because she was very ill. And after undergoing several tests in which doctor could not find what was happening to her, she was eventually diagnosed with COVID. Coughing too much caused her an infection which only got better with very strong antibiotics. The worst of all the symptoms was the shortness of breath because she couldn't breathe well. Now,
The people I surveyed were my parents. I've asked my mother some questions and others to my father. On the one hand, because although my father's, no, on the one hand, because my father's parents unfortunately have both passed away, so it is obvious that questions related to the current global pandemic situation, he wouldn't be able to give me a sincere answer. And on the other hand, because although my mother's parents are still alive, luckily they've never been in a bad situation, so they haven't had to be taken care of with basic activities. As had actually happened to my older grandparents who had both diseases. For example, my grandfather had lung cancer. At that time, my grandmother was healthy, so even though my parents helped them sometimes, she took care of him most of the time. Eventually, my grandmother had an ictus. She was in a very bad state, so she had to stay in hospital for months. And when she recovered, she came to live with us until she passed away. These are my father's parents and these are my mother's parents. They're both with my brother. I don't know why, but I couldn't find any picture where I appeared with them. So, yeah, my brother is the main character here.
And now we are going to start with the question. Now, number one is, with so many restrictions, what did the eldest miss the emotion? In conclusion, we can say that what the eldest most missed, obviously, was not being able to see the friends and family. However, they also miss not being able to make trips or more everyday things like walking or go to the church, doctor or to the market. In general, they felt very alone, and sometimes they didn't understand the terrible situation they were going through. Question number 2 is, how did they live with this loneliness of not being able empty, and they try to fight the situation as best they could by using video conference calls, but in some cases they couldn't stand the idea of not seeing the family anymore, so they ran away to see them like Krishna's grandmother. And for those who had to stay in hospitals and residents, the doctors and nurses tried to offer them the best care and give them much affection so that they can in these places wouldn't become so hard. Question number 3 is how were the festivities that used to be familiar, for example, Christmas, and did they think they were going to be left alone? Each family celebrated the holidays with their beloved ones in a different way. Some opted for video conferencing. Others carried as every year, taking into account restrictions as security measures. And on the contrary, for those who have to stay in hospitals and residents, although at first so they were going to be alone at such marked parties, they were accompanied by their caregivers who did everything possible to encourage them and who, among many things, prepared the typical food to eat together. And question 4 is, how did the coronavirus pandemic have an impact and continue to having it on the care of your parents? The coronavirus in each family had different consequences. In some, the person in care couldn't go to help the elders, so they had to go back to being autonomous again and do activities for which they are healthy. And one of the biggest fears, obviously, was that the elders would get infected. So the caregivers always try to keep them from leaving the house by doing the shopping, for example. And currently, all our grandparents are vaccinated. They are very happy because they feel that gradually they are overcoming the virus that has done so much harm, specifically emotional, to them.
The question number 5, what was the most stressful situation for you in the UK and how is it now? The worst situation in which we were exposed was when the elderly became ill or had to undergo a complicated operation. But everything went well. We cannot continue to share moments and we will remember them happy. The number 6 is how long have you been caring for your parents? For now, older people don't need to be cared for in death. That is, for now, in most cases, they are in a state of dependency. Even so, there are situations in which they are helped, such as to take them somewhere or make them safe. Less in the case of Maria relative, who has been cared for 5 years now. In the question number 7, what if at the moment you realize that your mother or relative member will no longer depend on themselves? It was very hard for everyone, both for the family and for the elderly. Besides being thought, it was a big change in everything in general. And the question number 8 is, have you ever had to cancel plans of having to take care of her or him? Yes, the plans are cancelled, because sometimes she or he went with them to many places. Many trips were cancelled that couldn't be made to take care of her, or because they were cancelled among the family members, so that she or he wasn't alone. Not only were trips of social audience affected, but also day-to-day things such as taking the children to school could be done. Dependent people need care throughout the day. They have to be fed, showered, dressed, etc.
Question 9. Have you had any help from other family members? In general, they have received help from sisters and sometimes from brothers. Also, there are cases in which they have not received help from anyone or neighbors as company. The question 10 says, how do you organize the person's time to care, or the care schedule? Eldest people need a lot of help. Therefore, because they could not be left alone, they always had to be with someone. Family members who take care of them, or professionals who make sure they are well at all times. The question 11, what do you value about caregiver when it comes to caring for your parent family member? What people value most is that the caregiver give them support, and also they have to be responsible and give them affection and attention. And the question number 12, do you think there is equality in the area of care? No, either when talking about gender issues and economic issues. In the area of gender, most people who take care of people are women. And not only this, if someone says that a person is taking care of her or his family members, we automatically think is a woman. And talking about economical issues, paying to care of older relatives is very expensive, and not everyone has the means to do so. Consequently, the government should provide aid for those who cannot afford all needs or all their family members need.
These are some pictures of people who are helping old people. For example, in this one we can watch an old woman who is learning to use a tablet and getting help from a geriatric nurse.
Here we can see a health visitor helping us as a little woman to stand up from a wheelchair.
In this, we can hear caregiver woman giving dinner to woman.
And here we can see other people with animals. They can give them a very good company.
Okay, so to end up, say that all of us are here today thanks to our grandfathers and grandmothers. They have fought for the rights we have today and have brought forward our parents' generation and ours. They were the ones who had to suffer the consequences of 2 world wars and 1 civil war. So, and yet some are still alive and others unfortunately not. But I'm sure they will be proud of the people we are and have become. And because of this and many other things, we should take care of them as they have done for us, and even more now in this pandemic situation. And we can't visit them now, but we have ways like phones or video calls that we must take advantage of them. And above all, we must be responsible and try to do everything in our power not to infect them or anyone else.
Excellent.